Hey guys, what's up? My name is Steve with Silver Street PC, and today I'm going to be talking about Windows Millennium Edition. Windows ME came out in 2000. It was the successor to Windows 98 Second Edition. However, it was the counterpart to Windows 2000. It was supposed to be the home counterpart to Windows 2000. However, one thing you'll find to be interesting about that is that Windows 2000 was on a different, was based off of a completely different set, whereas Windows ME was still on Windows 9X. Which is why if you go to, for example, VirtualBox doesn't really have 9x support if you're going to install Windows ME in a VirtualBox. So you're going to have some difficulty getting certain things to work at first. And it might even blue screen quite a bit. Which, honestly, that was one thing Windows ME was known for, was blue screening, being very unstable. Just this installation alone, I wanted to get this video up. I had to wipe this out a good 8 or 9 times just to get this to be running well. It took forever to get it running good. It blue screened in the middle of the installation, and I can't quite blame the disk because I had to work in at my school. I had a Windows ME VM set up there too, and same image worked. It's very temperamental. It was just very unpredictable, very unstable. And one thing I noticed is it was really, really slow. This was the second OS I ever really used as a kid. When I first used a computer, I think I was using Windows 98, and eventually we upped to Windows ME. Before we knew it, we ended up buying a computer. At the time, it was like Pentium 4, 512 megs of RAM, something like that, with Windows XP, and that was it back in like 2002, 2003, around there. But yeah, let me get into it. So this is Windows ME. As you can see, it looks a lot like your standard Windows 9X OS. Very much the same. Get the same style taskbar, start menu, but however, Windows ME had a couple different features. It had Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker, it was cool for its time, but this is a program that really did truly evolve, and it did get better and better. Now we got Windows Live Movie Maker, which I like to play guitar, and I upload my videos on YouTube on another channel, and I use Windows Live Movie Maker, so it's kind of interesting. Let me open that up one more time. It's kind of interesting to see how that program evolved. Basically, this is your timeline here. You could drag and drop little tiles here. I don't have any video files that I can add, but basically what it would do is if you added a video, it would break it up into separate clips. Then you can add the clips on these time slots. And I believe if you add audio, you can even adjust the levels, which would be with this button here, which is grayed out. Yep. This is narration. But yeah, it was a pretty standard program, and this was the first time anybody ever saw it. Had Windows Media Player 7, which I'm not going to launch just because it's going to play music and it's going to be kind of annoying. Control panel also did look different. As you can see, like I said, it loads pretty slow. Whoops, wrong button. See, basically what it does is now there's explanations for each and every option in control panel, whereas before you'd kind of just there'd be a bunch of icons on your control panel, and you probably didn't know what they meant, but if you're an inexperienced user and you're trying to fix something, it's good to have explanations. So that was kind of a good feature. I thought they implemented that in Windows Movie Maker. But the fact that this is still on Windows 9X, I think that was a big problem. I feel like if they truly wanted to make a good working home port, they should have just kind of made a version of Windows 2000 that was pretty much identical to Windows 2000, but with maybe a few less features, and just called it Windows 2000 Home Edition. But that's my opinion. A lot of people criticize Windows ME, so I'm definitely not the only one. just for the hell of it, we'll see which version of IE this is. Because keep in mind, I installed nothing on here. Except for a VGA driver. That's the only thing I did install. I think this is Internet Explorer 6. It's either 5 or 6, I'm not too sure. You're seeing a lot of Windows ME's instability right now. It's freezing up, lagging. And you saw me with the Windows 98 virtual machine in the last video, and you saw that it ran pretty fine. This is 5.5, that's what version this is. But yeah, so that's really it. If you liked the video, feel free to like it, comment, subscribe. Peace out.